always do it I just do it on every map until I get used to it. So, but anyway, getting back to why I do Alchemist is Alchemist Acid Bomb stacks with the Fairy Fire, so your stuff does a ton of damage. I think that AOW just took my kill. So that Acid Bomb stacks with the Fairy Fire, so you do a bajillion damage, which is great, and then also his Healing Spray kind of counters the Shockwave. And I have played a couple games where Healing Spray is absolutely awesome because it perfectly counters the Shockwave. And I'm not sure why pros don't do it because I really think it has really good potential. I just haven't seen it a lot, so that's another reason. Oh, and then the last reason is the Alchemist does have the highest HP of any hero. So getting him as a third hero isn't that dangerous. Look, he has 725 HP at level 1. That's ridiculous. Look, my DH is level 3 and he only has 800. So I really think that that the strat has potential. Like I said, I haven't really finalized it yet. So up to this point, I have played pretty well. I've made a couple mistakes, like I pointed out. But in terms of my creep pattern, I never got jacked, which is good. I didn't really delay his buildings, which is bad, but I got fast dots, so we'll see what's going to happen here. Yeah, but up to this point, I think I'm playing pretty well. Now, one of the things I like to do when I go dots is, most of the time, for all you orcs that keep losing to me out there, this is usually how I beat you. What you do is, as soon as you get that master training, you basically can't fight until you get master training. So what you do is you just leave your dots in your base, like behind those moonwells, like where I told you to put those archers earlier, and you just leave your dots behind the moonwells because until they're master, they are useless. They just die too easily, and you need them once they're master. And if you lose some before they get master, then it's like a real big cock slap in the face. You just don't want to do it. So what I've been doing against Orc is I obviously, as soon as I hit tier 3, I just keep making those dots. But as soon as I get master, I go and hit the base, and then as I'm hitting the base, I expo. And I usually creep a mine with that AOW, which is like what I did on this game. So I kept that mine with the AOW, and then I'm going to expo that mine. But on any given map, you can do it, because you can usually creep a mine with just those first 2 heroes. No problem. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Now you'll see he sees me, and I had a ward in his base, so I saw him just standing there. So I'm just kind of waiting outside his base because I don't want to fight against those wards and all the spirit link units. And as long as he's standing there not doing anything, I'm happy standing there not doing anything, because I'm really in no hurry to push his base whatsoever. Like I said, I do have that expo going up. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. The Shadow Hunter's still level 2, which is good for me. Once that Shadow Hunter hits level 3, it actually gets really hard to kill units. But I don't think he even got Healing Wave. I think he got just wards. I'm really angry I lost this game. I really think I could have won this game. You'll see I only have like 6 dots or whatever, but that's okay. You don't really need that many to hold a fight against an orc. And those dots keep gaining mana. Okay, now you're going to see the game losing mistake right here. You'll see. I'm still doing the same old. I do this against orcs a lot too. Well, on this map anyway. It's really good. You'll see I'm running this shop. You run to the shop and buy the Shredder. Shredder does a good amount of damage. It dies pretty easily, but if you're just about to push his base, I mean, it's like an extra 4 food unit. I wouldn't call it 4 food in terms of damage and HP. It's probably like more like a 3 food unit, but it's something bonus. Now, this is basically where I lost the game. I shouldn't have fought this. As soon as I saw him coming after me, I should have TP'd out. I should have kept massing dots. You'll see if you look at my base, I have 2 dots and 2 fairy dragons just sitting in my base. Had I TP'd right here, see now, my thought process while I was fighting this is I'll pick off a couple units, TP out, and then fight him in my base when he tries to push my expo. But I end up losing my Tinker. I lost that Shredder. I'm about to lose a Shredder. And he hexes me, so I couldn't TP, and my units were all scattered. I think I killed like maybe 1 grunt. I don't even know if I killed 1 grunt, to be honest. And he kills my alchemist. So, oh no, I get nice and ball pot. Okay, and then I leave 2 dots behind. So that's really where I lost the game right there. Completely and totally, utterly stupid of me. Had I TP'd right there, I really think I would have been able to fight him at my expo. I would have been up to like 55 food or so. I would have been able to buy the shredder at my base. So I would have had 2 shredders, my 3 heroes, 2 fairy dragons, and like 8 or 9 dots. And that's enough to kill any orc army. And yeah, so me not recognizing that he was going to rate me that fight cost me the game, in my opinion. But I mean, I still keep playing it. It's obviously at this point I kind of knew I was going to lose. I really didn't stand a chance after losing a fight that badly against a player this good. Oh, my phone's ringing. Then I can't really do it. All right, let's see who this phone is. Hello. Hey, I'm good.
Hey, I was wondering if you talked to the insurance guy.
No, he hasn't called yet.
He said he was going to call at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, he said 2 o'clock, but no, he hasn't called yet. Nope.
Okay. Here, he's calling me asking the progress we're making. So
Okay.
don't
Okay.
Okay, just curious.
Okay.
You're getting a cast tomorrow.
Yep.
That'll be good.
Yep. So hopefully it won't hurt as much.
Okay, what time's your class?
4.
4.
Yep.
All right, we'll have a good class.
All right. Talk to you later.
I'll see you later tonight.
All right. Bye. So I'm getting my cast on tomorrow. Well, that's good. All right. Sorry about that, but nothing really happened anyway, so that's okay. Now in terms of the fight, you'll see I popped the Invol pot right at the start, and you always want to burn that SH. You'll see I dropped a burn on that SH as soon as I could. Pop the Fairy Fire, throw the Factory. Now I actually have good position in this fight. Unfortunately, he has a couple heal scrolls, and Spirit Link with heal scrolls is really, really strong. And I just didn't have enough dots. I didn't have enough cycling to keep his heroes up long enough. Like I said, had I had those 4 or 5 extra dots that I lost stupidly and 2 shredders, I really think I would have won this fight. I really think I would have. And winning this fight definitely would have won me the game, because then I would have had an expo up. I could have done pretty much whatever I wanted. Usually when I get an expo up on this map, what I'll do is I'll just use that extra gold to buy all the heal scrolls, invol pots, and whatever, and then I'll buy the mercenaries. I'll get the axe thrower guy and the ogre guy, which are both really, really good in terms of the damage that they do. So that's what I do on that map had I had an expo. So me fighting that stupid fight down by his observatory lab, I really think that's what cost me the game. But up to that point, I think I had played really well in terms of my build order, my whatever, my creep pattern, and my scouting and everything. But like I said, one mistake is enough to lose a game, especially when it's a mistake that big. Okay, so my next game. Okay. Alright, I finally found it. Sorry, I'm kind of slow. I broke my right wrist and I'm right-handed. Can't even tell you how frustrating this is. I broke it snowboarding. This stupid asshole, he like cut me off right at the bottom. It wasn't even on the slope. It was like at the bottom, like by the lift. And he cut me off, and rather than running into him, I just fell backwards and I fell right on my right wrist. I heard like a pop and I saw stars and I got real dizzy. And yeah, so it's broke, but whatever, what are you going to do? But like I said, I'm getting a cast on tomorrow, and they gave me Vicodin, so I'm on Vicodin right now to help with the pain. And if any of you have ever broken a wrist, it's freaking excruciating. It is so painful. Like the doctors were trying to touch it and stuff. Oh my god, so painful. It was like I literally almost passed out from the pain because I was like seeing stars and I couldn't